Today we're going to talk about the Google Public Data Operator. To get there, you just type in Google Public Data, click on Google Public Data Explorer. One great thing about this tool and just what it can be used for is that it allows you just to take visualized looks at large amount of data. If you're interested in looking at something specific like this pre-made chart, living longer with fewer children, it's got life expectancy with fertility rate put on a graph, and it shows you different bubbles and population densities and regions, and it just gives you a timeline period of it. You can also look at things like unemployment or schools that are in your location or your area. It has a great tool where you can just look at population as it increases throughout time. And just a great way to show this is just to click on this pre-made chart. Now this chart has life expectancy and fertility rate, and it's got different, over here you can look at the regions and how they are colored. And then if you are interested in looking at the specific countries, all you have to do is hover over these bubbles and it points them out to you. So right here is the Democratic Republic of Congo. Over here, Ethiopia. This big one right here is India. And all you have to do is just click on it, and then you can drag it out there if you want to keep an eye on it. This other big one is China. And here we have Japan. Let's go ahead and label China too as well. And an interesting thing about this is it's just so many different ways that you can manipulate it. If you want to create your own chart, you can look at economic policy, education, there's environment, financial stuff, health, infrastructure, poverty, and you can just click on all these different things, and within that it gives you other things that you can label for your axis, the X and Y's, and just to change the chart up on your own. You can compare it by countries and regions and just so many other things. It's just a really neat thing. And another thing is that it shows you on a timeline. So let's go ahead and click here. It finishes at 2013 and it starts around 1960. So you can see as it goes throughout the years. See, now we're in 1980s. You can see how the bubbles shift as time goes on in this linear phase. So we see we started out, most of the bubbles, let's see, they were kind of somewhere in the central areas, except for these down here. Of course, these are Europe and Central Asia. And you can see that they are down there, just those are the more modernized in this time. But then as it goes on, they'll take a general shift. The life expectancy increases. It goes from 40s and the 50s to the 70s and the 80s for most of these. And except for the sub-Saharan Africa, we have the Mozambique and just all these places in Africa, and that can be taken in a history or sociology class because of just modern medicine and practices has been able to further expand and extend life, as well as fertility rate has all been affected by that. And so this is just a useful tool that can be used in many different practices, whether or not teaching or just for your own educational purposes.